What's going on? It's TJ Ties. We back for your weekly motivation. You got the strength to be on the inside. All we got to do is get it out, baby. I'm pumped up. I'm gonna say, listen, I got one question for you. Just one question on it. What is your settling point? That's right. What is your settling point? You see, as a kid, I've always enjoyed eating popcorn. That was my late night snack. And as I've become an adult, it hasn't changed. So I was at my mother's house one day, and my boys were with me. We were sitting in the living room watching TV, and my boys were in the back. And my mom said, TJ, I got popcorn. I said, great. So I ran to the kitchen, I grabbed a bag of popcorn, I put it in the microwave, and I pressed start and had it popping. I'll go back into the living room, and as I'm sitting there watching the movie, I hear, when you popping popcorn, you gotta listen for the sound, and I heard that the popping was starting to slow, and so I ran back into the kitchen, I stopped it, took it out, and I'm walking back to the living room, and I'm opening the bag up. And as I'm watching TV, I'm slowly sticking my hand into the bag, and as I'm sticking my hand into the bag, I realize that my hand is going further into the bag than normal, and I don't think anything of it, and so I grab a handful of popcorn. I go to put it in my mouth, and I look down, and I pause. My mom says, "You okay?" I said, "I'm okay, Mom." And I look down, and I realize the bag is half popped. The bag is half popped, and I say to myself, "Should I go pop another bag, or should I put this bag back in there?" And I said, "You know what? It's fine. I'll just settle for this. I'll just settle for this." So I sit there, I'm eating the popcorn, and my boys come in and they said, "Dad, can we have some popcorn too?" I said, "Sure." They said, "We'll share the popcorn." I said, "Okay, great." So they go in the kitchen and they put the popcorn in the microwave, and once it gets done popping, they take it out and they open it. They said, "Man," Mom says, "What's wrong?" And they said, it only popped halfway, Nana." My mom looks at me, she said, "TJ, is yours fully popped?" I said, "No, ma'am, it didn't." She said, "Well, how long did you put it on for?" And I said, "I'm not sure. I just put it on for the same amount of time that I normally put mine on at home for. I put it on for the same amount of time." She said, "That's the problem." I said, "What you mean?" She said, "That's the problem, son. You see, you can't put your popcorn on at your house for a certain amount of time, and it come to my house and put it for the same amount of time because your microwave machine has more power than my microwave does. You missed it." She said, "Your microwave has more power than my microwave does, and so you have to put it on for more time because my microwave has less power." So listen, real quick, my question is real simple for you. Listen, what is your settling point? How long are you going to continue to settle? I looked at my popcorn and I realized it was half popped, and I love to eat popcorn. I'm doing it my whole entire life, and I knew that I wanted more, but I didn't want to get up and go pop another bag, and so I settled for a half pop bag of popcorn. And many of you right now are settling right now. You're settling in school. You're settling in your relationship. You're settling in your job. You're settling in your sports. You're settling for a half-popped life when you know you deserve more. But the reason why you don't have more is because you didn't recognize that when you go from one level to the next level, it's going to take more power. That's right, you missed it. It's going to take more power. Listen, what got you here won't get you there. So if you're at this level right now, you want to get to this level, the next level, you have to have more power. You got to have more effort. And if you're not willing to put more in, you will never get more out. And here's the key. Here's the catch. Here's the catch. With popcorn, there's little seeds, little kernels, little seeds. And in order for all the kernels to pop, it's got to be turned up to a certain level of power. And if the power isn't high enough, it's gonna take longer to pop. And so many of you right now in your life, you don't like it when you gotta go through difficult times. You don't like it when the heat is turned up. And because you don't like it when the heat is turned up, you are getting half-popped results. That's right, you are getting half-popped results because you don't like it when the heat is turned up. But you don't realize that if the heat's not turned up, then you can't be fully popped, which means you cannot maximize your full potential because you don't like being under the heat. So you avoid the heat, or if you go through the heat, you try to get out of it as quick as possible. So you either got to go through the heat, or it's going to take you longer, and you're going to be half popped. You're not going to be able to reach your full maximum potential. What is your settling point? When is settling going to be not good enough anymore? When is it not going to be good enough anymore? I can answer that for you right now. Today is the day that you're going to stop settling. Today is the day that you will stop settling in your marriage. You will stop settling in your job, in school. You will not settle anymore. Today is the day. Draw a line in the sand and say, "I'm done settling. I'm done settling for a half-popped life. I want to get all my goals, all my dreams today." You got the strength to be on the inside. All we got to do is get it out.